Jesus went to Calvary to save a wretch. Thank you, Jesus. Like you and me, that's love. That's love. They hung him high, stretched him wide, hung his head, for me he died. That's love. You wanna know it? That's love. You wanna show it? They hung him high, stretched him wide, hung his head. For me he died. That's love. You wanna know it? That's love. You know what the devil thought he had him, but God had another thing coming for him. But that's not how the story is. But increasing, hey, he rose. That's the love. You wanna know it? Hey y'all, gotta make my coffee. Y'all know this song? Y'all know that? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get my coffee, y'all. No greater love than a man would lay down his life, 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 lay down his life. No greater love. Hallelujah. It ain't done. Hey y'all. Oh, why don't you give your life to him now? Come on. Ooh, CERCA TROVA. He gave it all for you. If you love him, good morning, give everybody. Your all to him. Hold on. This room getting smaller or I'm getting bigger. I don't know. Hallelujah. Give him your heart. Give him your mind. All of you. All of you. Come on, tomorrow is not promised. Now is the time. Hallelujah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, y'all. No. Good afternoon, everybody. I ain't seen y'all. What y'all been up to? Y'all been studying and paying attention? I know this ain't gonna work. I can already feel it in my soul. I don't know what it is. When you mix natural light and artificial, it do something to your eyes. Now it's too dark in here. Hold on. I don't know what. I need to take my lazy tail to the eye doctor is what it is. I ain't went nowhere. Hey everybody. Y'all see I got my bacon and egg earrings on and do. Thank you, Miss L. Miss Michelle. I've been making my jacket mock up. I seen you over there with that sewing machine. When you get done, I got a project if you open. When you get done, I got a project if you open. It's real quick too. Ain't nothing but about 3 pieces. 3 pieces of fabric put together. Hey, I was talking to my husband about wanting to start making my own bread. And yesterday morning, I opened my door and I received a package with the bread bacon bundles. Our daddy know what day. He know what to do. Thank you. Y'all see? Wait. Look. Oh, I'm too bad. Wait a minute. We got to do one at a time. Y'all see what it said? Bring me some bacon
if you can see this, if you can read it, bring me some bacon. You hear me? If you can read this, bring me some bacon. That's what I need you to do. Bring me some bacon, honey. And you see I got on my shirt. It says bacon is another reason I know that Jesus loves me. You ain't lying. I had some bacon and potato soup last night, did. Got my bacon and egg earrings on. I was gonna put the necklace on, but I'm gonna wait and rock that with a black dress or something. Go get me a yellow dress for the summer. Yeah. So thank you for my bacon shirt and my bacon socks and my bacon earrings. Thank you. I had to dig all the way down to the bottom of y'all. I'm about to show y'all my sock bag so y'all can know what I had to go through. I like socks. It's crazy. I don't want none on my feet, but I like socks. Make it make sense. Y'all, because y'all know I don't have dressers. I just have like bags and stuff in my closet that are on my shelf. This is my sock bag. Do y'all see how big this is? This is my sock bag. I had to dig all the way down to the bottom of here. This is my sock bag. This is all my socks. Maybe not all of them because I think some of them fell in my other bag. But this ain't, I can lift weights with this. 2, 3. This ain't light. So I had to dig all the way down to the bottom of my sock bag to go get these socks. Because there's some people in my family that like to send me stuff. I got socks for everything. Teacher socks, Harry Potter socks. I got all kind of socks. Thank you, y'all. Ooh. So, I found something that is a little costly. If you can find it at a cheaper price, do it. And I think I already mentioned it to y'all. But to those of you that didn't want to make your own vanilla, they have vanilla powder, y'all. Buy it wherever you want to. But they have a 5-pound thing. It's a little steep, so you might have to do 20, 20, and 20, and then 20 again. But for $80, you can buy 5 pounds of vanilla powder. Y'all hear me? So if you plan on making any kind of like sweetbreads or whatever, you can buy 5 pounds of, yes, you seen it? Okay. So if you know where to get it cheaper, do it. But if you're worried about having vanilla, because those are things that run out, there's a 5-pound bucket on Amazon. It's about $80. But vanilla expensive anyway. But 5 pounds of it for $80. You can go to the store and buy 6 of the little cheap bottles that they got, and that ain't even really vanilla, and it's gonna be $80. So it's the deal. 20, 20, and 20. Save up your change for the month and let that be one of your purchases. Especially if you got kids, you could put it in your creamer. You could, use it for cakes and breads and things like that. So I think that, yeah, 5 pounds of vanilla powder. So, and it's real vanilla powder, not like nothing. It is worth it. It is. So if you find it somewhere else, do you. But I'm just saying, I think that'll be a good thing to have, especially if you don't want to use alcohol or there's an issue with that as far as your sobriety and stuff. That's another option. So y'all know I be looking, I be listening to y'all. I don't always respond right away, but I be listening to the things that y'all say. Even Queen had made a good morning everybody, saying that she didn't want the kids having alcohol, and that's a good deal. So I've been looking for something else. I know she said what she put in with glycerin or whatever, you could use that too. So I was just looking for a powder substance, because that's going to be a thing now, making sure we have powder substances and stuff like that. Also, on Amazon, I forgot to tell y'all this a while, or maybe I did and I just never reminded y'all again. Y'all want to see something? They're $19 without the inserts. Okay. I just took the inserts that Auntie Lisa sent and put them in here. And if you got a WOIU hoodie, you're going to have to get your inserts. But I've been practicing walking around with it on too. Of course, I have to adjust it. Ugh. Where is it? Now I have to adjust this one, right? Because I got it too low and some other things, but definitely hard to breathe in. It's not an easy thing. But for 20 bucks, now I don't know where you're going to get the plates, but for 20 bucks, this isn't bad. If, I mean, you got a husband or a son or both, I think that, you know, and they have the smaller ones that are like body fit armor, but I got to work with what I got. So with that, I mean, this could be a thing shortly, especially for a specific group of people. You hear me? Really anybody right now, because the world is filled with so much hate and craziness. Yeah. Yeah, so they got the form fitting ones, but Auntie sent me, y'all remember she sent me this, but this real heavy. It ain't that I ain't gonna use it when the time come, but for everyday use or just when I'm feeling whatever. Yeah, you can. You didn't hear me say they got them on Amazon. Now getting out this bad boy is a challenge. I ain't gonna lie, it took me a minute. I had to practice yesterday. Cause baby, it make it hard to breathe. No, not you. I was talking to somebody over here, Pumpkin. Woo. Ooh. I don't want to break my earrings. Hold on, y'all. Damn. Goodness gracious, I'm gonna have to start lifting weights. The heck? This is why they be grouchy all day. I'd be grouchy too. They probably be having a boo-boo and stuff. I would be grouchy too if I had to wear that all day. I applaud anybody that's ever been in the military and had to be in a combat zone. I see why y'all be mad. I can understand. Because if you had to walk around with that on all day, yeah. And you can't boo-boo when you want to. You got a boo-boo in a hole, yeah. I'd be wanting to pop anybody talk crazy to me too. And I seen the MRE. Sometimes they good and sometimes they not. But I know they put you on the toilet. For sure. We will definitely be purchasing this paycheck. God willing. Come on. God got it. Well, I don't know about the plates, but those. Oh, CERCA tearing up. As usual. Be careful, child. I gotta put them back in the case. I just brought these in here. In the living room, I shredded papers yesterday. I am getting through this stuff one space at a time. I'm getting ready to call my kids and tell them I need a few dollars so I can send them these last boxes because I'm not paying for it. It ain't that much. I'm saying they want these pens, y'all gonna pay the postage. You hear me? Because who ain't about to be doing it is me. They got plates on Temu. I know. I click Diana. Guess what? I could have said all of the places, but I didn't say it before, and people have to go looking. Thank you. That's why I said, when I say whatever it is, folks gotta go looking. We are past the time of telling people where to get stuff, especially if they've been here a long time. We're not doing it. If they Twitter fingers ain't working, seeking you shall find is a thing. We're still doing that. You hear me? Yeah, but no, Lisa. No. I hear you, but the same way that you ask and hear, it probably did. I haven't gone to go get it. You'll know when I do. I haven't gone, but we passed it. We passed that. And if you are still asking where to find something in here, then I know you ain't been listening. As soon as you hear what it is, you need to go looking and find it. Do y'all hear me? You've been here too long, and y'all know I fuss about this all the time. No. If you want to get it, you're going to get it. And you can always go back and watch the rewatch. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I am over that. We're not going to keep doing it. Because we are coming to a time where if you don't know how to look, you're going to be, it's a cuss word. SOL. Okay? And this goes for everybody, y'all. We have to be willing to seek and find everything because we don't know. God might use us to go a different way, and everything is not going to be right here in front of us. Now, moving on. I know I get on y'all nerves, but I'm not going to stop saying that because people will give you the wrong information, literally what you've been preparing us for. Okay, what are you going to do when they cut the internet? What are you going to do when you can't talk to nobody? How you going to get the information? What are you going to do? Because you know it's coming. So what are you going to do when you can't ask nobody? You hear a little bit and you have to figure the rest out. These are very important skills going forward. There is not one thing that I've asked y'all to learn. You hear me? There's not one thing that I asked y'all to learn that has not been valuable right now. Simple things. You might not get a second direction. You might not get the whole of what's supposed to happen. God might give it to you piece by piece, and you're gonna have to walk not knowing the rest of it. Hey, do you hear me? We have been spoiled. But back in the day, if you wanted information, you had to get up and go to the bookshelf. Or you had to get up and go to the library. Especially if it was some information that wasn't nobody in your family knew it, you had to go looking for it. We're getting ready to go back to that time. Siri and Google, that stuff is not going to be available. So you have got to get out of waiting on someone else to tell you. God might tell you to go look up something, or you'll see something. Do y'all hear me? This is important. Okay, prime example, and I'm not fussing, I'm showing y'all something. What if I would have waited for a pastor to okay me telling y'all to buy this survival stuff? What if I would have waited for someone else to give me the okay to say, hey, y'all need to? Where would we be right now? This is how important this lesson is. If I had waited for somebody to give me the answer, it's a lot of stuff. So you can get upset with me, you can feel away. I don't care. Because I know it's important. I don't try to get y'all to see nothing that I haven't had to live. I only tell y'all the stuff that I know work. And I'm not fussing. I'm just telling y'all we're past the time of that. It might not be nobody to tell you. I got a question, and I'm not trying to be funny. Have I not given y'all the tools that I know to search and find? It doesn't matter what it's in reference to. God told me to look and understand, and I need y'all to look and understand. Yes, I'm stern because it's going to be important. All of it is going to be important, and I want y'all to be okay. But sometimes there are going to be people listening. So a person ain't going to be able to repeat it to you because the enemy could be listening. You're going to have to hear, understand, and move. Say it with me. Hear, understand, and move. Hello? Good morning. um, let's get to it. NIV Bible Gateway, please. That's hot. Y'all need a moment to get your coffee, get your notebook, get your other device, move to the living room. This is the thing. Have y'all noticed that the people that are in government now are doing things, and then you hear about it? They mention it, they don't say nothing else, and then when you hear about it again, it's already done. They say it, people don't believe them, and then it happens. Folks swear they know they ain't gonna be able to do it, but they doing it. They're not gonna be able to do that. They can't do that. Well, they did it. They did it. I don't know how they pulling this Jedi mind trick that they about to pull on the world. I've been thinking about this. All the hair on my body is standing up. What's blowing my mind is how the temple was built and then it's not. You all heard the video from 2017 where they said we already started building it. We already built it. Trump, that's why they gave him the coin. He donated for the temple to be built. That's why they let him put the American embassy in Jerusalem. Y'all heard it. He said it's almost finished, or it's finished. It was finished and blah, blah, blah. So how then, almost 8 years later, are y'all just starting to build it? When we clearly all watched the video with the man with the thing, and he was like, oh no, Mr. Trump, blah, 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 blah. They already gave the money with the wife. He's already paying for this. What, y'all knocked it down? I'm just trying to, am I crazy? Did we not all watch the same video? Right. I'm just trying, do y'all remember me showing y'all this video? We watched it several times. And it was on the news because I was married to my ex-husband when I watched it on the news. So, what in the world? He gave the money. They started on it. They said it'll be finished in 18 or 20. It was finished in 20 and now it's being built. I don't understand. I don't understand how they're like, how they flip-flop on the flip-flop. But we about to see. Because clearly, I wrote it in a journal. That's how I know it happened. Because when it happened, I said, oh, that's not good. So then how now is it not built? I don't understand. Do you all understand? You said the Mandela effect, something's going on. Because clearly in 22, we heard about it. We watched it. We saw it. Y'all shared it. I don't know. I don't understand. So just know that I don't understand, and I'm waiting on God to help me because I'm like, that don't. Wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out what the heck is happening here. I'm just saying. I mean, I know I'm not crazy, and I know what I saw. I know what I journaled. I know what I showed y'all. I know what was downloaded to my phone. I'm like, this is. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, get y'all stuff, make you some coffee, tea, whatever you need. I wonder if the old video still comes up. They probably didn't wipe it. That's what I was thinking, but it's saved on my phone. But that's probably why they put AI on our phones, because that way they can get into our phones and delete all kinds of stuff. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I mean, up in my water intake. Y'all know, those exercise roller things. I don't know what they call the foam thing I showed y'all. I've been using that before I go to bed, and I've been sleeping so good. It hurts so good because I didn't even realize how tight my back was and my hamstrings, all kinds of stuff. So I've been using that to work some of the knots out of these muscles before I go to sleep, and I've been sleeping a lot better. I've been dreaming a lot more. My dreams have been crazy. Anybody else been dreaming a lot? Anybody else? I've been dreaming like crazy. I'm talking about my ex-husband has been in my dream. It's been, I was yelling at him in my dream. I was yelling at him in my dream, like, and this is why. And see, this is why right here. I'm like, I don't know what's up with that, but I don't want to see they stuff, Lord. Keep it. Listen, I don't want to. I've been dreaming like crazy, and I'm like, it's certain people I don't want to see them ever. I don't want them to be dead, but I don't want to see them in my dreams. I don't want to see a picture of them. I just don't want to see them. So having him in my dreams, and I was yelling at him. Ooh, woke up yelling at this man like, no, you always messing something, baby. Thank you, God. I woke up saying, ooh, thank you, Jesus. I am not married. Not married to him. Thank you, God. Interesting. Are we in retrograde? I don't know. But I don't want to. And it was the end of the world. And he was on some stupid stuff. And I was so grateful. This would not be possible if I was still in that relationship. They said people were panicking. Oh, I saw that. I saw it, Pumpkin. It's a lot of people panic buying right now. They just not reporting it all because they didn't censor our TikTok. People panic buying everywhere. Somebody stole 100,000 eggs or something like that. It was like 100,000 eggs or 50,000 eggs off a truck. People is spazzing. And didn't I talk about it? We talked about that. We talked about people taking people food carts and stuff like that. They robbed I think it was either 50,000 or $100,000 eggs off a truck. Took all the eggs. I said, "Oop, well, there's that." Yes, I saw that it was in Pennsylvania. Okay. Ain't nobody gonna be you're not about to be able to walk out the store with all that food. You're not about to be able to do that. It's not gonna be a thing. It was 100,000. Okay. There you go. They about to hustle them eggs. Yes. Yes. My mom friend went to Mexico to bring the U.S. and they took all her eggs. Wow. So they won't let her bring them over the border. Ain't that some mess? I drink those for sickness. Most people in the United States don't know where it came from. Interesting. Well, this is the thing. It's making all the hair on my body stand up. There is a lot of things happening. God loved us enough to get us ready for it, and He's allowing us to see it, and it's a different feeling. I ain't gonna lie, it is a different feeling, but we just gonna have to go forward. That's it. That's all. And we already know this ain't our home, so we preparing to take the flight, however that's gonna be. Right? However that's gonna be. But I do think too that there's gonna be a lot of miracles that are gonna be done. I had a weird dream that I broke into this lab with other people to save a whole bunch of babies. Interesting. Interesting. You mean like Sweet Tooth? How many of y'all tripped that they letting them do Sweet Tooth in Japan? Anybody freaked out by that? That was our show for a minute, and that was real life. Everything we watch and see and read is popping up off the page, is it not? It's not nothing we done studied here that is not popping up off the page. It's mind blowing. Listen. Everything. The stuff people told us. Here we go, family. This. Who remembers them telling y'all teacher that this was not relevant to salvation? This don't got nothing to do with the Lord. This don't got nothing to do with getting people into heaven. Y'all remember this book? Who remembers? Anybody remember this book? This one. Do you remember? Do you remember? And we talked about these beings being here before the flood and after. Did we not? And God said it was going to be just like in the days of Noah. Well, we've been seeing the giants. We didn't see the mermaids. We didn't see the dragons. So it's, and now, in Japan, at the University of Japan, guess what they get to do? This. It's making all the hair on my body stand up. This right here. This. You want to know what's real crazy? It came at a time when it was the third year of us being in class. y'all think about this right here? This, the University of Japan just okayed that they can do human animal hybrids. Very relevant to the Bible. Very relevant. Very demure. Very. You hear me? Hey. You hear what I said? Yes, Day. So this is relevant to salvation because if we are reading the Bible, we know that these beings lived before the flood. And guess what? They about to make some new ones. Shall we, sweet tooth? This kind of stuff right here, these guys. Miscegenation, that's exactly what they are practicing. The mixing of the species that pissed God off the first time. Interesting. Still don't think this book is valuable. Still don't think that this book is relevant to salvation. Now you know what time you in. All the movies where they said they were making super armies and we didn't hear understand and move. Hear, understand, and move. I'm trying to tell you. That's why they want. I told y'all why that lady wanted that body. They've been making them though. They've been making them. That's why they've been having all the wars where they used to be. That's the only places that the army be wanting to have stuff is where the giants and those beings used to live. That's why those places are off limits and not on maps. That's why old boy went over there. He know what's over there. They know what DNA is laying in the ground. And when you excavate, then you find graves and gold and giant books and giant bones. Thank you, T of Yah. The giant cities of Bashan. That's what they want access to. This, all of that we was reading, those of you that downloaded this and read the destruction of Sodom, Capernaum, Basra. Oh, wait a minute, look. He's like, oh, can't nobody live over there, don't it? It look like this now, don't it? It look like that right now. Ruins. The area where they trying to get into and what they trying to take over, it look just like this. So every time they build it up, God knock it down. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, because God know a lot of times what spirits be working in them people, the ones that's tied to the ground over there. Interesting. Very. The temperature must be dropping outside because it's like freezing. Okay, so y'all ready to do just a little bit of reading? I ain't even gonna hold y'all with no heavy stuff today. We're gonna be looking around. But it's crazy. I told y'all. I said, listen, y'all don't know me in the beginning. I said, but God does not have me look at and study things for nothing. It don't matter how random I think it is on today. In a while, it will not be random. That word won't be random. The phrase, the city, nothing. Thank you. You hear me? You hear me? Nothing. And all of the things that God has had us study, the cities, the people, the symbols, the traditions, the names, everything. Archaeology, everything. All of it has been relevant to what's happening in our day in the last 3 years up until even today. No. You said the government already has food for the U.S. underground. No, they don't, Sherry. Baby girl, no, they don't. And you didn't see the people on YouTube in 2022 and 2023 saying that the underground caves are empty. They've been empty since 22. You don't remember the man getting on there? My dad, I told you, has one of the large. No, do not listen to them. He just told my brother the other day. Right, and I'm telling you. Okay, Sherry. Moving on. No, they don't. They don't. And they haven't since like 2022. My dad has a very large trucking company and they haven't been moving nothing. He has a very nice size trucking company and he normally hauls produce. They're moving nothing. Okay, I'm not about to argue with you, girl. Moving on. Anyway, you gonna need to. Mm-mm. No, she's not new. Sherry been here the whole time. And that's why I'm looking at her like, what? No. But I digress. Come on. Psalms 14, NIV version, please. Bible Gateway. No, she's not. Sherry been here the whole time. The whole time. Here we go. Psalms 14, NIV, y'all. We moving on. I keep telling you, I'm only talking to the people that's listening. Okay, here we go. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. Anybody know? Anybody that say that? Anybody hearing people say that now? It ain't no God, I'm a God. You hear it? You hear it? You hear it? God is not real. There is no man in the sky, no spook in the sky, no whatever. You hear this? You hear it? A lot. Okay. It says they are corrupt. Please tell me. Okay. Well, here we go. Please tell me what the definition of corrupt is. What's the definition of corrupt? We used to have an artist named Corrupt. Is he still alive? I don't know. Having or showing willingness to act dishonestly in return for money or personal gain. Phaedra, it's we leaving it, Phaedra. I just told you we over it. What the heck? We're moving on. You should be reading and looking up definitions. Containing errors or alterations, especially ones that prevent proper understanding or use. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar with what's going on right now in our world right now? There are people that are doing things dishonestly to get money. Having or showing a willingness to act dishonestly in return for money or personal gain. Is that what's happening right now? There are people that are losing all of their money, and then there are people that are $200 billion richer overnight. Some ain't right. Some ain't right. People can barely feed their families, but you just got $200 billion richer. Some ain't right. Some ain't right. Okay, here we go. It says their deeds. What is a deed? What are deeds? Excuse me. Deeds. What are deeds? Deeds. What are deeds? Not the kind that you have on your house. Mm-hmm. It's a definition. An action that is performed intentionally or consciously. An intentional action. An intentional action. I need you to write this down. So they are corrupt, which means you're gonna get personal gain dishonestly, and then you're doing it intentionally. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't because you didn't know. You did it on purpose. Please tell me the definition of vile. What's the definition of vile? Morally bad or wicked, extremely unpleasant. Morally bad or wicked, extremely unpleasant. Are you seeing any of that in our leadership now? Is our leadership pleasant right now? Are they wicked or morally bad? The whole damn cabinet? And this isn't judgment. They've had a judgment. They've been convicted. And most of the things that they have been convicted for are vile things, are they not? Taking people's money, taking people's bodies. Defrauding people. Running out on contracts. Stealing money. Stealing information. lying, deceiving, starting strife, bringing animosity. Aren't those things that wicked people do? No? Our current administration is causing discomfort to a lot of people. And God says you're supposed to give what? You're supposed to comfort those who's suffering, right? Look out for the poor, not take from the poor to enrich yourself. Okay. I'm just wondering. It says there is no one who does good. No one. The Lord looks down from heaven on all mankind to see if there are any who understand. Please tell me the definition of understand. Compassion, comfort, kindness. What's the definition of understand? To grasp the meaning, to perceive the intended meaning of a language or a speaker, to become aware of the nature and significance of. Interesting. Do you feel like you understand better now? Not just the Bible, but life. To make sense of, perceive the intended meaning of. What did you mean by that? You're not just taking things at surface value. You need to understand. You said life makes so much more sense now. Okay. So now when you look at the news, does it trigger you to go get your book or your Bible or your journal or think about a class that we might have had where now when you see that, because you already sowed a seed of something in you, when you see it on the news, when you see it come across a class or on some TikTok or something, it clicks something in your spirit, does it not? Whereas back in the day, you might have just went and scrolled on. Now you be like, oh, wait, hold on, wait, this is not good. Because you understand. Because you understand. When you see something, one of your friends, your mama, your cousin, your co-worker, they might be just like, oh, that's weird. And you like, this your nephew, hold on. Yes, son. What? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me put you on speaker. That's crazy. Say this again, okay? What I tell you, God is good. Here we go. Say it again, son.
I said, so I made the promise to God that I was going to start opening my Bible before I even looked at my phone at all. So, right now is about the time I get up to go to work. So I woke up and I opened my Bible. But when I opened it to the 2 Samuel, the rebellion of Sheba, 2 Samuel 20, right? And I started reading it, and it's obviously Sheba, Amida, Manasseh, the Benjaminites, all that, and then Joab, and then so I went to the bathroom because I had to go to the bathroom real quick. I went to the bathroom and I came back, and something told me, look at my phone now. Like, you can look at your phone now, because I read a bit of it, until what's it called, 21. David avenges the Gibeonites. So, anyways, I opened my phone and I seen you text it. So, I opened it, and then you said, do any of these names stand out to you? This is at 9 a.m., so probably about an hour ago. But I wasn't awake an hour ago. And when I read it, it said the names is Sheba, Junction, Dedan,
Ah!
Yeah, literally.
Y'all heard that? So he said he told God that he was not going to look at his phone before he read. He opened his Bible to the rebellion of Sheba. But I had already sent him a snippet, and I'll show y'all the picture. He ain't lying. I'm going to show y'all the picture I sent him. That's crazy. But God, is that why you text that big old mom?
Yeah, that's why I sent mom in caps, because I was like,
this is what I sent him.
Mom, I woke up. I'm like, Lord, I'm gonna, just like I told you, I'm making the promise, because I had a dream the other day that was scary, and God was basically telling me, like, this is the reason my people were gonna be fooled, because he was like, how you saying, man, you put me first, but you open your phone before you even give me attention,
Come on, son.
And I was like, in a dream, that's what happened. He was like, yeah. He was like, basically in the dream, he was telling me, he was like, some of my scripture, that I was ahead of your life, but he was like, you still gave your technology more time than me,
Come on.
And so I was like, oh shoot. So then, that's why I told you I made that promise to him. And this morning, literally, Mama, I just grabbed my Bible. My eyes were still foggy, up until now, but I'm surprised, and I'm looking at the thing. But yeah, I read it. I'm like, let me read it. And I was like, the rebellion of Sheba, I don't need to read this, But then, I'm just like, I'm gonna read it, right? So I was reading it, that happened to be the worthless man whose name was Sheba, And then I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and then God told me you could look at your phone now, because I had read this. I read 20 to 21. And then when I read it, or when I opened my phone, I seen your name first. So I opened your text, and then that's what it said. It said, do any of these names stand out to you? And you literally, in the thing said, the sons of Jokshan were Sheba and Dedan. And so,
Okay. Yeah. What about that Gochi?
Yeah, Gochi, Joab.
But isn't that one of the Japanese brands, Gochi or something like that, or something close to that?
Gosha was that's great that you remember that. Gosha is a European brand, and the guy who runs it, he's actually Kanye's creative director.
Got it. Okay.
It's but everybody eat mochi and all that. So.
Right. I gotta call you back though, but thank you,
that's
because
fine, that's fine.
Yeah, I love you.
Yeah, I love you too. I'll talk to you later.
Do your research.
Okay.
All right. Get your books out.
All right.
Bye. God had me text him something while he was asleep. Told him you can't look at your phone before you read. He goes to the bathroom, come back, and what I text him while he was still asleep. Okay. Y'all realize that he just called right when we was talking about, listen, when you put something in you, then when you see something, you're like, oh my God, we just talked about it, and it just popped up off the page. He was asleep, opened his Bible, because it was in the bed with him, Wherever his eyes landed, which was this, but I had already texted him in the morning, but God told him you can't look at your phone until after you read. That's exactly the two pieces. Because what I text him is out of Jasher. It's not even in the Bible. What I text him was Jasher. And I was just telling y'all about dreams too. I'm trying to tell you. So, my son doesn't know this, but do y'all know the reason I ain't been on the internet? Take a guess. Take a guess. I've been giving God his time. I've been giving God his time. Just talking to him, telling him thank you, not being on the internet all day. My son don't even know this. But that's why for like the last week or so, I ain't really been on here that much. Come on later. I've been talking to God about what we're supposed to be doing, what he want me to tell y'all, where we at, what we doing. So yeah. Which is really crazy. And that also answers a prayer that I prayed for my children recently, because my daughter yesterday called me talking about, Mom, I started my Bible study book you sent us. I said, when did I send you a Bible study book? She said, you don't remember? I said, no. Honestly, I don't. I don't remember half of the stuff I have to send out. But if it was years ago, yeah, I really don't remember. No, I don't. But she said she started her Bible study. Then my other daughter told me she started reading her Bible. And here go my son. So I'm grateful. God is showing me that he's still in an answer, he's still answering prayers. And it's so crazy because I've been thanking him every day for talking to my children, guiding them, leading them, and showing them which way to go. That's what I like. If I get my journal, y'all see it for the last, and I do it all the time, but I did ask for everybody to dream last night too. I ain't gonna lie, God know. I prayed, and I prayed some specific dreams for some specific people in leadership. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He know. I prayed specific prayers for the administration last night. And I asked God to show them. I'm not going to say what I asked him to show them, but I asked him to show them certain things. Like, y'all remember when that leader was going to touch Sarah? And then it's been other situations where a hand appeared and it started writing on the wall, but wasn't nobody there, and it scared the man. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Some otherworldly type intervention. That part. Yeah, did. Did. Sure did. I said, God, you still giving the mean people them kind of dreams and stuff? Can you send some of them out? Help them understand what they about to do? Because just because you evil don't mean God can't shake you up. God know how to get everybody together. And if I got to see the scary dreams, I said, can you allow them to see that what they're getting ready to do is getting ready to cause so much death and destruction, but let them see it. Because you're not only going to see other people, you're going to see your family members. The whole you did for somebody else, you fall in it, huh? I said, God, let them see the suffering and destruction. Let them see it. And God can keep you in a dream where you can't even get out. Wake up and be peed on your damn self. Sure did. I prayed a prayer. I said, God, let them dream. Let them dream. Let them dream. Daniel was one of them, and I know old boy that was gonna touch Sarah was the other one. Listen, it's God can. It ain't. I didn't ask nothing bad to happen to him. I said, God, open up their understanding. Even though I know they probably do, but God, look at Saul. God let a tormented spirit come on Saul, and I didn't ask for that. I asked God to show them in the spiritual realm what they're getting ready to do. Because sometimes the plan seems cool until you get to start acting it out. How many times y'all done seen the evil plan end up hurting the evil person? Whatever it is that they plan for somebody else, it happened to their family. It happened to them. Put it in their mind so they can see. I'm trying to tell you. Right. Maybe it'll change one of their heart. I asked for the whole cabinet to get them. I ain't even gonna lie. Sure did. Maybe some of them will turn away and not go ahead and do this thing that they didn't vow to do. Because you know they made a vow but behind closed doors. They did whatever they did being sworn in front of us. But they made a secret vow that nobody else don't know about. Well, we know. But they have vowed to death and murder and all of these horrible things. They vowed to that. They have vowed to watch people starve. They have vowed to abuse people. Not in front of everybody. But in their secret ceremonies that only they are all welcome to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they listen. Why do you think they doing the stuff that they doing? They took those vows. The same way that we take a vow to God to love and be long-suffering and kind and gentle and patient and all of that, they take vows for the opposite. And as you can see, they're holding to their vows already. They vow unholy things, vile things, and they get ready to do them. Here we go. It says, and to see if there are any who understand and any who seek God. Here we go. Do you feel like you seek God now? And maybe you didn't before? They know the Bible just like we know. But for their benefit, I was just telling my cousin that. Psalms 14. You feel like you seek after God now? So if God came and asked this question, you might be in the number. Do you think prior, and I'm saying for those of you that really started to seek God when you got here. If you did it before, fine. But if you didn't, you're welcome. If you didn't, do you feel like now if God came, or excuse me, prior to you coming to WOIU, do you think you would have been counted in that list for a person that was seeking God? You said absolutely not. You did? No. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, probably prior to when he snatched me out the world, I probably would have, because I looked for him, but it was mostly on Sundays and Tuesday. And then when I had trouble, that was pretty much the only time I went looking for him. Okay, so we can all be honest that there was a time when we wasn't really seeking after God. But now we just might be included in that list. Okay. It says, all have turned away, all have become corrupt. There is no one who does good, not even one. Do all these evildoers know nothing? They devour my people as though eating bread. They never call on the Lord, but there they are overwhelmed with dread. For God is present in the company of the righteous. You evildoers frustrate the plans of the poor, but the Lord is their refuge. You frustrate the plans of the poor. You gonna stop their plans to further yours. God said, is there anybody that is looking for me? Is there anybody that don't want to be a sinner? Anybody? Is there anybody that is not willing to do anything for money? Is there anybody who even call on my name and ask me what I think about how they living and what they doing? Do you ask God if he's pleased with you now more than you did before? You consider how your actions might make him feel if you do it. If he'll be disappointed in you, not just mad, but disappointed, or will he be happy with your choice? And do you think about those things? Hey, Pumpkin, do you think about those things now? Whereas you might not have thought about them before? So you consider God's feelings now. Come on. You said yes, especially reading second Baruch. You know what? Here we go. Oh, that salvation for Israel will come out of Zion. When the Lord restores his people, let Jacob rejoice and Israel be glad. How many of you feel like God restored your life? Did he give you some joy back? Did he give you peace back? Did he give you a relationship back with your family or whatever else? Do you feel alive again? You feel restored? You feel brand new? Interesting. 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 All right, let's go to 15 then. Come on. Psalms 15. I was lost, now I'm found. Come on, God love us all, girl. We was all out there. Everybody, and we still working on it even today. You hear me? But we ain't where we used to be. That's all that matter. I ain't where I used to be. And the things that used to call my attention, they don't call my attention no more. I'll be like, go. No. You want my attention? No, I can't give it to you. No. I don't even think about it. No, listen. It says, Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent? Who may live on your holy mountain? The one whose walk is blameless, who does what is righteous, who speaks the truth from their heart, whose tongue utters no slander, who does no wrong to a neighbor and casts no slurs on others, who despises a vile person, but honors those who fear the Lord, who keeps an oath Even when it hurts. You ever had to keep an oath even when it hurt? God, I ain't going to go back over there. I ain't going to call him. I ain't going to see him. I ain't going to do it no more. I ain't going to touch it. I ain't going to go hang out with them. I ain't going to do it. You've been able to keep a vow even when it hurt. Confirmation. My sister and I read this scripture at 6 a.m. this morning. I'm just all in everybody's business. Well, come on, Dad. I'm in your nephew and your cousin business, Kayla. I'm in your business. Well, come on in. You said yes. Kiva said show have. Have. Okay. It says, and does not change their minds. Ooh. Is there stuff you used to tell God you wouldn't do and now you can really say it and mean it? Even when it hurt. You can do it now. Maybe back in the day you didn't have no strength. But today, how many? Well, I'm gonna leave that. I ain't gonna ask that. I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't need no tomatoes or nothing today. All right. Who lends money to the poor without interest? Interesting. You give money away now and don't worry about if it come back or not. And if they do pay you back, you don't tell them, and I want extra money for holding on to it. Okay. Who does not accept a bribe against the innocent. I know people that they will lie. As long as you're going to pay them, they'll say whatever you want them to say. They'll say an innocent person is guilty if you give them enough money. Do we know other people that do that too? Know the person is guilty, but you will take a bribe, some money, some land, some whatever, and lie and say, no, I seen him do it. Interesting. Interesting. You said 47. Oh. Here we go. Whoever does these things will never be shaken. So, if you walk blameless, you do what is righteous, who speaks the truth from their heart, you don't slander other people, you don't do wrong to your neighbors, you don't cast slurs on others, you despise vile people, which are people that do stuff deceitfully for money or gain, you honor those who fear the Lord, you keep oaths even when it hurts, you don't change your mind, you lend money to the poor without interest, and you don't accept bribes or money against the innocent people to say an innocent person is guilty. Whoever does these things will never be shaken. Isn't that a powerful thing? Very short, very simple, very demure, but very powerful. And people used to be like, I don't know how you always, because I don't want no parts of none of that. I ain't saying I'm perfect, but nah. Because as long as I do what God asking me to do, he gonna work it out. It don't matter what I'm going through. Girl, you could have been in. I could have been in. You're right. I could have been and did a lot of stuff, and I could have been and got thrown out of God's presence too. And I don't want to do that. I could have been in and been cut off from grace. I could have been and not been healthy. I could have been. It's a lot of things I could have been, honey. I could have been. I could have did. Yeah. But do I want that? Absolutely not. God's grace is better. I'm trying to tell you. I want Kayla. Auntie baby, they can have it. I will struggle first. And people be like, I don't want to struggle. Listen. If that's where God want me at, then that's what I'm gonna do. Because I know that He got a plan for my struggling. Struggling because I'm there is different struggling from God putting me there. You hear what I'm saying? Struggling, if God put me in a situation struggling compared to me putting me, oh no. It's a different struggle, babe. You can keep it. I don't want no parts of that. Because when God put you in a situation, He's already, even though He'll still provide for you when you put yourself, it's a different struggle. It don't even feel like it's supposed to feel like. People like, how was you cool? You cool? I'm great. I mean, what I'm going to do? This is where He want me at. This is where He want me. So then I can't go nowhere else. I'm going to have to be right here. This is where I'm at, right here. This is where He want me to be. When you know, you know. Come on. It hit different, sure do. And that's why I be like, no, I'll take the struggle for $200, Alex. If that's where you want me, because I don't even know how to explain it, but I mean, look, we can just use Joseph. We can just use Joseph. Joseph was the deal. You hear me? He had to go through some things, and it wasn't he went through because God had favor on his life. People was mad at his favor, like, you weird. I'm struggling right now, and I'm okay with it because God will redeem what a person tries to take away. If you don't get out my journal, if I was in the bathroom on the floor today with both of my leather journals looking through the last 3 years, and I was looking at all the praises that I've been giving my dad, listen, I'm so grateful people tried to cut me out of stuff. I'm so grateful they didn't want to tell me. I'm grateful for all of that. I probably would have never met y'all and went through even other things. Listen. That. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful I had to go through them horrible things because, baby, it made me strong, man. And I'm grateful for that. And wow. I'm so grateful that God is speaking to my babies. It makes me real, real happy. For real. And this is why, like, if God tells you to text somebody something, or if God tells you to, take a picture of something and send it to somebody, we don't have to understand. I don't know why, because I took a picture of the whole part of it, and then just that one part, I'm like, this name, I thought my son had told me that Gochi name or whatever it was. And come to find out it was whoever he said it was, but it was a different name. But God knew when he woke up what book he was going to have him open up to. Right? He knew what book he was going to have him open up to. So an hour before he did it, God had me send him just that little bitty piece and the name that he had opened. Like, when if you want him to talk to you, he will. I'ma just say it like that. If you want God to talk to you, if you want him to help you understand, he will. God made me do something this morning that I really didn't want to do. I did it and I felt better after. Come on. Come on. That's why I said I'm not pushing against it. What you want me to do? Because I realized just in my life, I just had to tell my daughter this the other day. I'm like, look, when you push against if you don't ask God what is his will for your life is going to be stupid. If you get up every morning and say, God, please talk for me. Tell me what to say. Tell me when to leave. Tell me what to eat. Tell me when to cook. And it sounds crazy, but your life smooths out. It just gets better. Even for my baby to get in here this morning and say, I just told my husband I want to start making bread. And she walk out of the house and the bread pans was there. You hear me? And her bread kit. It's a real thing. And before you can ask, he already know what day you know what I'm saying? But that's how God, that is a physical representation of how God will provide for you if you, first of all, are speaking good things. He said, you want to learn how to make bread? I'll bet I got you. Don't even worry about it. You want to learn how to do this? I'm going to have somebody bring it to the door. Confirmation. That's why I be messing with my girl. I just took the spatula out of here. Let me go get it. I just took that spatula out of here. And I thought somebody was going to say something. I knew I was going to need my spatula. Just took it out of here. Give me your hand. I just took this spatula out. Give me your hand. Leave that woman. When I say right before class, I said, I'm going to need this. Just leave it. I said, no, just go on and put it in there. I knew it. I knew it was somebody head I was going to have to pop with this spatula. Leave that woman alone. Leave her, let her alone. I knew it. I knew it. I didn't know if it was going to be you, Queen, or Mari, but I had a feeling that I was going to have to pop somebody's head today, and it ended up being you. I'm going to leave this right there. I'm going to leave that right there. I should have never took it out. I knew I should have never took it out. I shouldn't have. I should have left it. I should have left it. I should have left it. I knew it. I knew. Listen, you said, amen, he sure do. And yesterday at Safeway, I went to go get a few things. I paid cash. It needed $2. And my phone had just died and the cashier paid for me. I was like, thank you, God. Oh! And before that, I just finished giving the homeless lady a brand new sweater and jacket. Oh, shoot. So he let you know he saw what you was doing? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When you take care of other people's needs, God take care of your needs. I'm telling you. When you care about what goes on with somebody else, God, he cares. That's why being selfish is not, it's crazy. It's working backwards. It's working donkey backwards. I promise you. Listen. You gonna get called naive. They gonna tell you people using you. Let them talk, because then be the same people with the stomach virus face when your blessings show up. Then be the same people. Promise you. The same people be talking about, let me get some of that. I wish somebody would have sent me something. Not stingy. You the stingiest person in the room and always mad because don't nobody give you nothing. Wait a minute. You always want the best portion for yourself. Wait a minute. Maybe if you let other people get the best, go ahead of you. Stingy girl. I'm trying to tell you, not stingy, but wait a minute. I always talk about what somebody don't deserve. Oh, yeah, oh. I don't know what nobody deserves. I be asking God to give people his best. I always want to save the fat for yourself. I'm trying to tell you. And then be mad when you go around the corner and it's a big old pot of fat right there. Folks be upset about it. You see, he sure did. This the thing. Once you learn the secret, you won't go back to the other way. I went to the Salvation Army and got some. Listen. It's a real thing. You hear me? It's a real thing. Right? Mad thing. I know y'all see more free stuff. I know you see discounts, free stuff. People just smile and be like, don't worry about it. I know this. And it ain't like, oh, no, I know. Because that's how God works. I can't give anybody anything raggedy. I have to give them the best of what I have. I don't feel right. Right? And she was a beautiful young lady. My heart was pulled towards her. I was going to take it to the donation center because it was too small for me. Listen, this is the thing. When you care about others, God cares about you all the time. But when he sees that you are not okay with other people suffering, or even just you move when he asks you to, it's because he has something for you. I have to use this every single time. Because this, ooh, I ain't picking up both of them. Y'all already know. 11 years ago now. 11 years ago this month, these Bibles showed up. This is upside down. No, it ain't. These Bibles showed up in my life. I was out with my friend and this man asked for money for food. When I went to the store, I came out and gave him some. My friend said to me, why you do that? I said, can you see someone go hungry? Then we went out for breakfast and my whole breakfast was paid for. And they were like, oh. So you got a man some money for food and you gave him money and then you got to breakfast and your whole breakfast was paid for. Yes, all of it was paid for. My breakfast, okay. Oh, okay. So y'all remember the story that I told y'all that I went to Michigan. And a young lady paid for a Bible for me at the she said, TT, I buy for you. It was my friend's niece. She bought me a Bible. It was 99 cents. It had the Old Testament. It had the Apocrypha in it. I've been looking for a Bible with the Apocrypha. Couldn't find it in Indiana. Went to Michigan for Christmas. Didn't really want to go, but went. The young lady bought me a Bible for, it was $1.06 with tax. I kept that Bible for 2 months. In February of 2014, God told me to give it to one of the ladies that I have been having Bible study with. And I was like, no, she ain't going to appreciate it. I ain't even going to lie. I done told y'all this story before. And I was like, plus it got the Apocrypha in it. Like, I don't want to give it to her. And I'm going to be honest. He was like, give it to her. And I was like, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Okay? But get this. I have been giving away Bibles, been giving away books, but that one was super special to me. God said, give it to her. And I was like, well, maybe at the end of this evening or whatever. I don't know. My friend called me and he said, are you home? I said, no, I'm at my friend's house. He said, meet me at your house because I was right around the corner. I get to my house and he's sitting outside and I go to the front seat because that's normally where my surprises was. And I'm like, you bought me a Bible. Where is it? And he was like, it's in the back seat. And I look in the back seat of this Chrysler 300, which have a big back seat, and a box took up the whole back seat. And I said, why would you put a Bible in that big old box? He said, shut up and open it. And two of these came out of there. Okay? Two. This is Genesis through Lamentations. And that's Ezekiel to Revelation. And I said, these Bibles are nice, they're beautiful, but they don't got the Apocrypha in them. He said, open it. Guess what was in here? The very Bible I didn't want to give away. And I tell this story not to brag. I tell this story because it's the truth. The Bible that young lady bought me was 99 cents, $1.06. These Bibles were $999.99. So roughly $1,060 with tax. And they've gone up in value from that moment. He gave me 1,000 times what I gave away. I still have the... I hurry up and gave her that Bible. I'm telling you what I know. But the word was so important to me. It wasn't that I didn't want to share it with her, but it was that he knew. So he had my friend who don't even believe in God, don't go to church, don't read the Bible, don't want to hear nothing about God, buy me these. This man don't go to church, and you can't talk to him about God. He's like, yeah, everybody has their own views. And he said, yep, and you gonna help her see the rest of them. You hear me? I said, not the man that don't even pray or believe in the Bible and never want me talking to him about God that bought me some rare Bibles. Well, right on, sir. Can't be selfish. Surprise, surprise. You said it in real life. In real life. So this is why I be telling y'all, listen, don't be scared. When God asks you to do something, he got something for you. Better than what he asking you to give away. Me too. God told me to give Krista my Bible. I did, and I was rewarded by $1,800. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And he don't even tell you. He just do it. Because that man didn't tell me he was buying me no Bible. I was shocked because he don't even do the Bible. Church, nothing. And then this came. And then this. When he saw how excited I got about that one, this Egyptian Book of the Egyptian Book of the Dead showed up. Sure did. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to send this to my daughter. I forgot my baby got recognized from the Indiana State House of Representatives. She sure did. I'm going to send her this and see if she wants me. If not, I'm putting it in my picture book. I forgot about that. I need to look through here and see what else is in here. But yeah. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because everything that I be asking y'all to do, I had to do it. Oh, how did you get bent like that? No. Whoa. Wait a minute. I gotta be more careful. Because that's not supposed to be like that. You hear me? So understand, when you are obedient, even when it hurts, you know, and people used to laugh at me, why you always giving people books? You always giving people Bibles and books. I said, that's what God told me to do. He told me to give them a pad, a paper, a Bible, and a pen. And I can't even tell you how many of them I handed out. Hundreds, probably. I don't even know. Maybe more than that. But guess what? God had y'all send me books years later, and I gave out books for over a decade, probably 2 decades, because I was always buying books for people, kids, just always buying books. When I would meet people, I would buy them books, whatever. I was always going to the Christian bookstore buying books, going to Goodwill buying books for kids, everybody. That was like my gift. I bought books, but God allowed y'all to buy me books. You know what I'm saying? Complete strangers, whatever else it is, and so I'm grateful for that. Like, I've seen God turn around, and I done gave the shoes off my feet, and then He'll have my shoe angel bring me 3-4 pairs of shoes that I didn't even know I was gonna get. When I went through my Bible to give it to her, I found letters and drawings from my son who passed that I probably wouldn't have gone all the way through it like that. Interesting. Yeah. So understand, if God is asking you to do something, just do it. It's gonna be something good. Even if it don't feel good at the moment, it's gonna be something good. If He asks you to clean somebody's house, or there's stuff, and it don't always have to be things. Sometimes people need help. They need a ride. They need whatever. You know what I'm saying? You never know what it's gonna be. You never know. You know what I mean? This is one of the hardest lessons too, honestly, to get people to learn. You know that? And then they be mad because they see you living a blessed life and they don't like it. And that ain't saying that you're going to have everything you want, but you'll just be making it through. Y'all bought, I can't remember, I think Auntie bought me this. I can't remember who bought me this, my hand massager. I don't know who it was, but I forgot I had this electric heater. And I plugged it up and it wasn't coming on, but why is it coming on now? Thank you. And I'm about to be using it because I've been writing more and my hands be cramping up. So thank you, because I sure did charge it. That's another thing. I've been going through all my stuff. Some stuff y'all bought me, I forgot. So don't be mad at me. I've been going through and looking at my things and having my little tear moments and crying and just thanking God for everything. How He changed my life. Was it you, Mr. Hardy, that bought me this? I can't remember who bought it. Did you buy my hand thing? I can't remember who did. It was you, Mr. Hardy, that bought my hand massager, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Thank you. I forgot about it. Well, I didn't forget, but it was in the bag because I used the hand massager, but this I've only used it like once or twice, but I've been writing more too. My hands be cramping, so I will definitely be using this. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's coming in handy. So with that, I'm not gonna keep y'all long. I'll probably get back on later on. I gotta get in here and get these vegetables in some Mylar bags and seal them, and then I'm gonna try to straighten up in here because I've been putting stuff back where it goes. So thank you. But yeah, we'll read some more later because I wanted to read over in Jasher. If y'all, thank you. I need that because I've been intentional for the last couple days. But you know what's also been happening? My time has not been slipping away from me. I've been very productive, Niecy Poo. So Auntie, thank you. That's another reason why I ain't been on here that much. Yep, I just been talking to my dad, you know? Yeah, I've been talking to my dad. Listen, this is the thing, right? This thing is nice. Thank you, Mr. Hardy. What was I getting ready to say? Ooh, thank. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna help a lot. Cause I'm gonna do some studies, and that's another thing. I'm gonna see if my son took his notebook, and I'm gonna go study whatever it was that he was reading with him too. That's what I'm gonna do. Study with y'all nephew. So I love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. Maybe y'all want some trivia this evening? Y'all want to do trivia? Cause it's a lot of heavy stuff going on already. Y'all want to do some trivia this evening? Have a kickback day. Yeah, and just have a light day. If you want to make you a fruity something, make you a fruity something or whatever. Okay. I think so too. Okay. So it'll be later on. Probably about 6 or 7 maybe. Depending on what time I wake up. Might be 5 or what time is it? Oh yeah, it's 12. Probably about 6 or 7. Something like that. Later in the evening. Well, after y'all done got home and did what y'all need to do. Okay. I love y'all too. See y'all later.